How's it going, everybody? This is Top of Driver. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright folks, Thanksgiving is just coming up, and ultimately there's going to be a lot of turkey, cranberries, and stuffing brought down, and Wawa has a couple of items that are huge fan favorites in regards to Thanksgiving food. I have with me the hot turkey bowl and also the hot turkey gobbler here from Wawa. I'm going to try to both of them out and see why these two things are so popular and see whether or not they really live up to the hype. So ladies and gentlemen, this is me trying the Wawa Thanksgiving items. Now this is not the first time that these two items have been on the Wawa menu. Ultimately, they have been a part of the lineup before. I think they did it last year and ultimately the year before, or however long they have been doing it. So this is really just your usual seasonal rotation that you see out these two items, but ultimately there are actually meant to be 3 of them. There was also supposed to be a cold turkey gobbler. However, they did not have that at the Wawa that I got it from, though I really didn't need it. I actually wanted to go with the hot one because I feel like that the hot ones would obviously taste better than the cold one. And ultimately, like I said before, they also have the bowl as well. So I'm really looking forward to trying them. Now, ironically enough, this is actually the first time I've ever tried anything from Wawa's actual menu. In fact, it's not really like 7-Eleven. Here, Wawa is almost like a food lover's dream place, obviously. So if these two are actually pretty good, then maybe I'll go back there and try some of their more items. But ultimately, again, this is just their Thanksgiving stuff, and I'm looking forward to getting into it. So I have the both of them right here along with a spoon, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into this right now. All right, and the very first thing that we are going to gobble up right here is the bowl. Yeah, I'm gonna start with this one first, and then ultimately I'll get into the actual hot hoagie a little bit later on. So that way, you know, I have a little bit of stomach space, so that way I can take this down. But ultimately, we will start out here with the bowl. You can see right here it has some of the turkey underneath here, and then we have some cranberries here, some gravy, a little bit of mashed potato in here, and also some stuffing as well. So this is going to be very interesting. Hopefully it tastes a little bit more like your Thanksgiving meal in one. But either way, here we go. We'll get into the bowl. That's not bad, actually. Let me give it a couple more bites. Alright, so far it actually tastes pretty good. I mean, obviously I'm getting a lot of that stuffing, a whole lot of turkey, and ultimately all the gravy in there, mix it together. It's really like your entire Thanksgiving meal in one bowl, and ultimately it does taste pretty good. However, I haven't really gotten into the cranberries and then all the mashed potato yet, so I'm going to see how well those two taste. And if you know me, I love cranberry sauce, so if they're good at making cranberry sauce the way that other Thanksgiving meals are made, hey, hopefully it's pretty good. So let's give it with the cranberry sauce. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what I was looking for there. In fact, that's the reason why I was excited about getting these two, is the cranberry sauce. Once you add that in there, then you got yourself a bowl. So this is really good. Now this would actually be good if, let's say, like you don't know how to cook turkey for Thanksgiving, or if you don't have any time to actually make yourself a good Thanksgiving meal, you can just go over to Wawa and get yourself this, and ultimately it'll just taste like your usual Thanksgiving meal. So ultimately, you just pretty much have everything that you want in there. Now ultimately, they do have a few other items that are good in regards to sweets, but ultimately, in regards to Thanksgiving menu, this is the best they got. And so obviously, everything in one. I do wish that they would have some like rotisserie turkey or something like that, so that way, you know, if they really want to take something from there and heat it up at home and cook it up and just make it as your actual Thanksgiving dinner, that would be good. But obviously, this is the start. And if I had to say something as well, the gravy in here, I think it pretty much enhances the flavor of this bowl actually. I mean, everything in here already, the turkey, the cranberry sauce, and the mashed potato and stuffing is good, but once you add the gravy into it, it's like its very own unique flavor, and I really like that, to be honest with you. Alright, so the bowl was pretty good there. I mean, that was pretty much everything that you could want in a Thanksgiving dinner, and literally just one bowl right there. Obviously, you don't have the corn in there or any, like spinach or any of that stuff, so obviously that's out of the equation. But in regards to all the fan favorites in a Thanksgiving meal, everything is pretty much in that one bowl right there, so it's pretty good. I really like that, but ultimately the one that gets the most publicity out of the Thanksgiving items is the Gobbler sandwich. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our hot turkey Gobbler right here and see how this tastes. Oh, this is a real mess of one right here, but anyways, here you go. Pretty much the same exact thing, excluding the mashed potatoes. You can see everything here: the turkey, the gravy, the cranberry sauce, and also the stuffing as well. So it's basically just like the bowl. Only thing is that this comes in a hoagie. Now, the cold hoagie, obviously, I know is pretty popular, but it's the hot one that everybody goes for. So we'll see how well the hot Gobbler tastes. Oh, amazing. Literally, it almost looks like its own sandwich, basically with all the bread in this thing. This tastes really good. So yeah, so far pretty much the same exact thing as the bowl. It tastes really good. But however, as a sandwich, I feel like that it definitely could use a little bit more time to really make itself look good. I mean, literally, if you look at it, it almost looks like it's very soggy almost. And so, hopefully that's the one thing that I think ruins it right now. But either way though, it still tastes like a real good sandwich. But yeah, same thing like with the bowl. I gotta wonder if they also had the corn and most of the other items that you usually have on Thanksgiving in here, maybe mac and cheese, how well it tastes like. I mean, obviously, they would have to make a much bigger sandwich and also a much bigger bowl, but ultimately, it's good. It tastes probably a little bit better than the way it tastes right now, but even then, with all these items in here, it still tastes very good because turkey, stuffing, and cranberry sauce, again, those are pretty much my favorite items on the Thanksgiving menu, so ultimately, this is just good enough for me. I wonder if Boston Market is taking any notes. If you're wondering why they've been losing a whole lot of sales lately, well, what Wawa is doing right now, this might be the reason why, because this is pretty good. Alright, last of the hoagie. And there you have it, the Wawa Thanksgiving items, the Turkey Gobbler Bowl, and also the Turkey Gobbler Hot Hoagie. Now again, obviously they did not have the cold Gobbler turkey sandwich, obviously, but again, it probably wouldn't have mattered. I mean, obviously, having it hot is a whole lot better than having it cold. And so, ultimately, I'm glad I did get the hot sandwich, but overall, the both of them were very, very good in my opinion. I mean, obviously the hoagie was a little bit messy, and I feel like it could have been a little less soggy, but that's totally fine. But ultimately, ultimately, I do feel like the bowl is ultimately the better option of the two. In the future, I would really like to see Wawa do a little bit more with their Thanksgiving menu. I mean, obviously, start by adding like a little bit more corn maybe into their hoagies or even their bowls, maybe a little bit of mac and cheese, or maybe even a whole bunch of their other items, and then maybe also add in a little bit of desserts as well. I mean, obviously, there are a lot of families out there that really can't afford to really make their own Thanksgiving dinners, so obviously, you have your very own style menu for a Thanksgiving menu at Wawa. Hey, you're gonna bet that families are probably gonna run down there or totally get off that stuff, and I feel like that these two would be a good start. So hey, who knows what they'll do with the Thanksgiving menu in the future. But yeah, outside that, I enjoyed the hoagie and the bowl. I thought they tasted very good, and ultimately, because Thanksgiving is next week, it's only going to be out for a little bit longer, and so ultimately, if you haven't tried either of these two items yet, go to your nearest Wawa, try the bowl and the hoagie for yourself. Let me know what you think about them in the comments, and hey, maybe if they're good, maybe you can utilize them for your Thanksgiving dinner this year, because these two taste very good, and I can understand why these two get such a big deal every Thanksgiving. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's blogs, projects, or challenges, you name it. Leave it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media, all the links are in the description below. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you're having another great day. As always, hope to see you all again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.